political party chairman to be sorry no catch him say mejai me nya biem a party na Ghana for time to me man kwase 47 ready to engage in this John Mahama got a stupid conversation yen yen the constitution eka mu wie no na aka mo nananom and they will start to learn nipa be no am chiri o Ghana ene Kwame Nkrumah ene JJ Rollins so why lucky Kwame Nkrumah ene JJ omo jaw papa man tena ase ntina okasa nkwa na go so mo kum papa
Kevin Taylor no o say onimse no ho yabufu say NPP for ba power omo de tonku no omo bon tonku no because enya de obeti ase amom kra mama ba power what I say the NDC for aba be Ghana de Mahama Ghana de nei Okada for ye legalize it akase Mahama de sabe shase bibia koso ye CD bibia koso ye yesi e kofa NPP aba Bawumia ne kufadu ne ofrata nya chance nsambra Ghana hey obe come sa NPP for obe come sa Napo we dinner party rough ene asantephobia omo di NPP echi omo fi se omo ano mo se ya asante ne wori ade waye omo yete Kevin Taylor.
This is Boadu TV, truth and integrity.
That boys we more NPP mu no I don't just say Ghana for nyina ejimi suddenly asema Napo kan me be kana asante kasem ma mu nyina mate ase o say ethnic group bi ani Ghana ebetuma friend ho say ono na ye majority Napo ya asante ni ba wo politics inti and the okakasa kwa kira asante when your friend kasakwa idiomatic expression ananyasa oka kasakwa kira asante say si eti asante peja ya betri say yene asante yene group na ye ethnic asante ethnic group no or say no ethnic group in Ghana can call itself the majority. Ebia okasa na ojin so obi kana wotia men frɛ ho say your majority. Napo because of politics unim de oye. After odi nkwasi asem wi didi Kwame Nkrumah atem. After omugina stage didi entafo atem. Right now no what he wants to do is say he wants to throw his own people under the bus. For Ghana phobia, ebi omojimi to think say Napo enimunyansa. Enti sebio the oya ne say and the okache Ghana phobia nyina say or some ase say saa nyoma na matete say nkofo bi ti Ghana omo so omo ya asantefo ka say omo na omo ye the majority in Ghana omo ye ethnic group no or say oka or ya asantini ba otumfo na tete no asantini bia na asantefo bia ntumi bia wa no ka say omo na omo ye the biggest ethnic group in Ghana. And that was the message he wanted to send out there. Now, he wanted to please every ethnic group. After he stood in Kumasi, Ekache Ghana for say, Kwame Nkrumah ni yakwasi abenyi. Now, Kwame Nkrumah, he did not only represent Edia in Krobo, and I say, in Zemafu, Kwame Nkrumah represented Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah to say Kente. So when he stand in Kumasi, in the past, we have heard Onananumbi and some of Makentia Kwame Nkrumah. You dream say, along the way, no, Mumbe Bunu so best some kakra about division, tribalism, divisive statement, you know. Usa ebe de ebe concretize no. Ube de ice ne be 2 so be catch say ye ne Kwame Nkrumah no. Now, okotina if you no maka chen say hey, Ghana no enye ye nko aya dia o. Ansa na ubetuma benya tumi. Political tumi ewo Ghana no. Every single tribe is powerful than you think. Intende asibesi wasabetena TV say oh oya santini debia santifo de ball mo ho ye ne biggest tribe ye ne so ye pese ye tie ho and then Napo na sebio me na otumfo na me do piawo Napo na otumfo say ono na de sika hwe no titi no school no Napo say sebio etuanyonko ho atuaduam nanso de obetu aduam o see memma santini bia anya na adwene say omo tribe ya sante tribe no bigger than any tribe in Ghana. They should not dare make that statement. Inti Napo send yes o pasma kacho nyankopa catch them from or catch otumfo or catch santemai. Yes akwara or the ekabebe fie no or tija ho ana or bobesia asema okano sebio wakama washa atad asem na atade o ka kiro tumfo na asanteman se mumma yenjai saade no samo petu media ma me asantini ba samo pese Ghana fo gye ye party na ye nana baafo akoto na o ya asantehene chiame etiye na mumma yenjai sakasa na ye kan tantantan se ye na ye so asante ye Ghana then ye tribe ye so no o se o ya asantini na o ka o sa ye dihye o se mema tribe bia mbu no ho enka nkire ne ho say or your majority tribe in Ghana. Napo wants power. Napo wants to reclaim Adiana ni Adwin say oyeno. Napo is throwing Asantemai under the bus. And the funny thing is, Napo is speaking the truth. Hey, blogger said you ba. And then the one district, one blogger, which no one that. But the crane America no. And then yantro. Napo today officially wama Ghana for ati say so uko tena baby uko platform bi so uko tena ekuo bim na mo ka kire say asante so ye na dey asante a o say o ya asante ni this year. There is no ethnic group in Ghana obetuma ka kire Ghana for say ono na oso be ma bi anka dem o say politics inti we di Ghana tem ene de o ka kire say ne nananom enyo bia o say ono ne nananom na sante sam ni nyina no obeso kire Ghana for say nya Ghana asante yeshu enti right now no yeso pasma ka kire Onyankopon aka kire mframa o ka kire Asanteman because since say ye wo me menti say tribe bi na ethnic group bi na no aka say they are powerful than every ethnic group in Ghana e kire Asantefo nko since say ye wo me nyino Asanteman mu nyino oboase since say a woman, maintain say Kusasi for Akase, they are the biggest tribe in Ghana. Maintain say Mampurisi for Akasa, maintain say Fanti for Akasabida, maintain say Ko4, and 9 crime 4, and I say Ebia Sefi 4. The only time Robert say a ethnic group because almost soon a Ghana cry constitutional, almost in a Ghana no, na ya Santi 4, and there. Asante ni de hia otum for tena bedwom e ka kire Asante ene abosuma o mawu atwa Asantema ho hia se ne nana odono a odena ko school etua school fees ye man be vice president and the sa nana no ka kire Asante se de otum for ka de Asante ka ensema o mu bia o ma no ka se Asante tribe no so no tribe bia ni Ghana so kamena me ko kan ya anke bedi matam na we de e Asante de hie e Napo o ma ko tena se o ma ya analysis no omo hu numbers no omo na afedi omo back to conclusion say Asante to me for NPP ma power even in the Ashanti region me catch omo in 2023 me say the NDC will take election 2024 from the Ashanti region now omo tenase omo ya analysis no omo hu say dabi sa de na da ya no e kasa Asante som sa Asante tribe way and na ye Ghana no omo hu say when it comes to politics, when it comes to real dynamics, when it comes to the modern day Ghana, the way we have been intertwined, people are moving from region to region. Nobody in Ghana can carry themselves so they can bring one political party to power. So what Napo and the NPP are trying to do now, and say they are trying to carve the other tribes they have undermined, disrespected for years. Now say what is Omotaka say? I have something between the NPP about power. Omojaika. Because now they have done the analysis. Omo usa Asantememu krompa ya Asantemai mu no. So we check the number of votes or Asantefo vote to do 3%. Until right now no. Omo Tenase will say let us carve our message differently. Let us try and bring everyone along. Utam to me more me to me because menshia catcher say. Sebio otumfo na ye ne ya begi to me the about Asante sa no be catcher. Until what you are listening, one of their acts. When they are in opposition, they are very good actors. Majority of them act obra and if you ra no a NPP for with all due respect and kakrebi. Until they know how to act in opposition. But sir unti politics nasia. I am now showing you how the NPP play their games. Until right now no from now no omo message na be say enya santin kwana so enya yan kwana to the NPP ba power. Me asantini nanso entafo hu hia. Me Asantini enkranfo hu hia me Asantini enfantofo hu hia because obese odefe mu amaka odefe mu wie na odefidie ne pamwa oje tumi na o se eye ye nana baafo akoto otiti ni mo rem 700 pounds and o TMPP in TMPP na Asantefo party It is see, they are seeing a reality. And I can tell you on authority, NPP can never win any election in the Ashanti region again. Me catch almost a Boadu. You know why? Because the tone, the language of the NPP has not changed. Last time I catch Bawumia say, you need to go with Napo. Now Bawumia too is contemplating. They cannot skip Asantini. Because the party has a primitive mentality. The party is still stuck in that mentality whereby almost say a ethnic group be a dina otum for the share and the Ghana. Nan say asamusi ya say otum for the son. Asante na son. At a point to Krampono, Constitution of Republic of Ghana 1992. Nipebiti almost said they don't want to be part of the constitution. We were in this country, and the Kobicho letter command the Queen in England say, Omuya day, Omun severe Ghana, Omun free Ghana, Yencha Omun free Ghana, Omun ti Omun, Napo Yomunana. And that has been the conversation for years. How comes suddenly? Because Napo has come to blow himself up. He is trying to make it look like, say, and the Asante, the Asante na muhuno. Asante tribe on your tribe, ethnic group in your group, and also be arguing here to say or Ghana. Ye minority. When did we all become minority? Abra, Ashanti regional minister to me say, and tough woba Asante fo kroma, ya bomo panye. So Napo of a new. Eden and then Napo to me TV so say tribe be any Ghana a majority. But you have been made to believe from infancy. Say, your tribe will be almost such a tribe will be Napo belongs to that tribe. And then Napo say, Omoboa. It is because they have done the maths. And Omokotinasino, this is a census 10 years ago. The new one will come very soon. Into my maths, no, on some of the chair before elections, no, Omo who say, so Oba Ashanti region, Asante Memua, Yato Aba. Asante Fuankasankasa Ombetwaba no Omuntumi NPP mba power da. And you see these numbers. This is 2021. We are in 2025. The numbers have multiplied. And they say Unga dang be 59,000. It is almost 70,000 now. So I want to for 187,000. It is almost 230,000 now. So Guan for 53,000 2021. It is almost 60,000 now. So who Gelma for 204, it is almost 240,000 now. So who Mole Dagbani for 670, they have crossed 700,000 now in the Ashanti region. So who Greasy for 129, they have crossed 130, 140. So who Mandi for 143,000, they have crossed 160,000. And who other ethnic groups are normally 82,000, they have crossed 100,000. So the possibility that these numbers going up. But over Ashanti region, account for more 3.8 million. We account for now how many accounts and what account for bono for infante for a year cool for a year safe for a year account for come say 3.8 million was Ashanti region. In the infante say Asante for mu free otum for this year, you have 2 million more. Now you check 1.8 no emfama omo amaka omotia santimemu. The anka say 2 million in the omu nyina beto ama NPP. Remember, all the 2 million cannot vote for NPP because enyo nyina need 18 years and over. And if even yenya nipa emu 1.5 million the omo ye legitimate voters ombetuma to about that day no, they are not going to reach 1.5 million. And now it is not going to be 1.5 million. So you can see clearly say they see say Ashanti region almost stronghold. They have seen it. They know. And right now they are throwing their own under the bus because they are trying to fool the other tribes to say ye pet that be Asante na son. Sa Asante no ya jatum eson. Let's keep it like that. Me say, sa 3 million, o dia umpa mfa 2.5 million ma Asante for nkwa, Asante for mapa. Omu free menhia ya de share am ya Asante for. Yemfa 2.5 million out of their account 3.8 no. Yemfa 2.5 million. Still, you will get less than 1.2 million being legitimate voters. and the legitimate voters, when a chira was say, sa 2 million they ama asante phone kwa 3.8 no omu nyina beto ama NPP. What shows you there are possibilities of they are all not going to vote for NPP. And if you are an NPP, then you are still hoping and thinking, say 2028, Ashanti region member 1.8 million, 1.1, but damn, you are not going to get it. It is done. And they have done their maths. They have done their research. They know that they have lost the Ashanti region. Next elections, NDC will take another 5 seats from the Ashanti region. Yes. 5. They will take it. They will collapse NPP's dominance in the Ashanti region. The NDC will take solid 5. Research has been done. Work has been done. The target is there. 5. We will take it. Me catch him say, me good party no. The day I'm be manutia me yere, and I'm say you are done. Me share me nyanko pongbo. Me say me good party no. I will nullify it. Mo betum dia aboso mo twa santema hu nyina hia abegunsa. I will nullify it. My catch them. And I keep telling you people, the NPP is a tribal party. They think we are foolish. When the NPP goes into opposition, suddenly they become patriotic. They become Ghanaians. So NPP go opposition pe automatically no munyina bedane Ghana for ena munyina munkasa ena munyina mo edin Ghana ne etse no ya nyina yande do ehu o mo me ankyekere Ghana hwe se de ekoso emmoa munim se etumi kyekere Ghana na so mtena TV so na mo ya mesre mo me ankyekere Ghana mbom mo hwe de eko John Mahama beso say man no dia na ekoi mo me nyina kyekere Ghana no na Ghana ya me na wodia asofo wan na yiri mpanifo mo ga na mo nim se mpanifo o Ghana inti mo NPP mo nim se mpanifo o Ghana na mo bo nipa nwotwe tuo da mo nim se mpanifo o Ghana inwan na mo me nyina dia ekoso de panyini ben na wo Ghana for 8 years na panyini ni Ghana ene na mo pe panyini omo nyina ewu panyini ni ho biem tama na mu botuo tama na muntumi enka se mo pese ye nyina kyekere Ghana mo kofa for atamra mmoa mo nyina mo nya press conference say ye NPP ye bese kyekere Ghana ye bese omo mabo ekro nya de omo ba fie mo nka nche kufu ade so nkofa ofori atamra nwan ye sama mutumi na mo ofori atansamra ye ma mutumi na mo mekufu ade ne gabi mu nsamra ye ma mutumi na mo be kenten so mebo etuo nkuye ye ne NDC betena ewu
10 billion fan mu bie mu a na sa show up. It's simple.
You see the problem with these people, they take everything literally. But to where they be pump. Pump. You pump your gum. It don't say we find it literally. Inti governor net 10 billion to buy egu basket in odinam jom no yiche. This is the level of ignorance. This is the highest level of ignorance. When a nima is a you, the oti and oti pump into oti see a pumpino and one original so now the say I then a buy na pump your goon. A buy pump gu into Bank of Ghana governor 10 billion a good comb and a good car too. And sorry, I say J and what pump your good system nim. Hey, and I guess I said uncle yen in Ghana and I'm a boy. Say a 10 billion and I buy the time or to go Ghana system to say yendin sena and I think yeni Ghana and look like I can go so with our question say ain't only 10 billion they gum and I say this will be a chino. Say you just understand the things the way they are said. Now you know form. Now you know because all that he heard was that NPP ni bitina radio say unim say I buy no a pump 10 billion. It's not just a pump, no. And they say you pia egu tresu ni abehwe egu Ghana. And obia fumbi na nsan ka bi. Into 10 billion no. You fanko 24-hour economy. Into you 4 billion na they dey 24-hour economy. Ye 8 billion na they dey 22-hour economy. Ye into say be ya ye de ni kwa shawa eno na imbre bi. Kwasi abala na ono so adon FM ya ne eye bofru tete wa ka say I adentina ye dede about passports. And you say and the passport ya teswa and for so ben was so. That is how they think. Mukai that 98D get no Brazil to say the Brazil to say 10. No to na you see passport ya teso e dey na be ya ma Ghana. You see they are basically daft. These are nobody so. Okasa na uti asem kan o say eye dollar na akofom no ono so ofa akokọ oye cold store we nyam faso. Tieni kasa do ono ananum asem no o say dollar na aba fom no ono so kra akokọ. In fact we nyam faso 20,000 bi. So if so obi pump 10 billion. Now as an individual, every chicken you buy, you make 20,000. Do you know the number of people in Ghana who are also into the same trade you are in and making the same amount? Put it together. Monfaswono, Samoka Kaboma, it is over 10 billion. Do you know that? Adena mono, Yakasa Monko Sku Amonko. Yakasa Montanas Namo analyzing in some Samonye. Well, catch him say, yes, emum, miso, me cold store. Na nanka me dream so because upon the 10 billion na abani injecting into the system. Abano is trying when a friend a government and a Bank of Ghana, they are trying to find solutions to problems. We did not hear the government say I'ma printed $10 billion. Oh. Yantisa bank could charge $10 billion in Ghana cities. So you were supposed to ask yourself, where is the government getting the 10 billion to subsidize? Because one, Senkabani Chasika Guon or say, Mechasika Guo, Gabu Buha, Masasa Koguma are different. It's not going to okay, you say about spending 10 billion. No money on the way. Omukobo Besiana. A Ghana and Kazasika, na 10 billion no, I will say a pumping a bar system, a day. One guess what radio so justify say, so 10 billion no, it has made your business easy. It has created some profit for you. What's how saying? You say you have saved money after the importation. The reason why you were able to save money is because the money now was sign, dollar now do sika, city sign dollar now will crack no matter buy one boka. So what the government of Ghana or the governor, the Bank of Ghana is doing is say, send your beya was sika so koton namu abruchira. Ebebano now get to the that is what the government does. So what they are doing is they are helping you to survive. Now when your is your mouth is a draw and survive what. Ujina ka say medium SD and intima mami drone nom abuofunu into nua de onya esa mami ahwe no. Inti you see these people are sitting on radio say initially started tiena just on nyansa but okasa ko echira bo so we Jimmy because when you listen to him very well we sound say okay what does it mean by 10 billion pumped into the system as you're saying Omega just I buying the 10 billion or pump it or 10 billion or the day or the bar or pumping good system. Where did it go? Where did the 10 billion go? I saw Yali, I saw when you joined this Bino Casa. When on the radio so you inti no the word not the better radio so no pan a pump or pump it, I buy a pump it. Let me just say because I buy $10 billion. Sikegu and omo pumpigu system nim. But say abaya pumpi na say o cost o nguye na nda utumi eto nyoma abra o capital and share woda wo profit in there. Then abano is looking out for you. Abano or show. And the Bank of Ghana, every monetary policy bia and every intervention they are making, they are making it to save your business. So ochina obesora no pa na usika edaho eye cedis eye 200,000 Ghana cedis obesora na se dollar na do 17 who are you going to blame? A krobe na wo sorry a won who say omo currency are stable throughout their lives. We are talking about even when you talk about inflation. You can say inflation akofoma. Last bit say oman hinemo you see you can say inflation about ebia single digit. It does not mean say near ton pen be 2 cedis. Say inflation every 13 eba 3 year. It means adjechia pen the price and say 10 cedis eba 2 cedis. It doesn't work like that. It's the pace at which the prices of goods and services start to reduce. It reduces at a reasonable pace, whereby at the end of the day you could see, say, the margins. You can basically calculate the margins of reduction. Into because inflation above for ma near kasi yatinyo maswa. Say Tom cement 100 Ghana. You will not go to the market because inflation was 23 and today it is 8. It is going to be 2 cities. It doesn't work like that. It is the pace at which things decrease. It is the pace at which things prices drop. So it drops at the pace. So you can determine the price in the market. And it's like Ghana Statistical Service. They are able to give you a forecast. Your trajectory, no? Your CBI inflation drop here. When we do the maths and analysis, we know that if it's dropping at the pace 1.5, maybe a second, it means in the next 3 months things are going to drop to this price. So they do forecasts. Inflation, and it's a bit inflation. You can say inflation to second digit, and just say you have to 20,000 Ghana. Every single digit I will say 2 cities. It does not work like that. It is the pace of pricing, how things. So if you're able to measure the pace of your pricing, how it increases and drops, that is how you are able to measure your inflation. And you see, this guy, literal translation, Bank of Ghana pumping 10 billion. Busa almost more confused. Sikano way. Obia for Zika. Oh, sorry, $1 need to 17. Oh, sorry, a buying akacho cement, yatum. Won kokona okofano, yatum. Ujetra udi dijumano, ase. Adina mumubi mwe jimisa, basic understanding of stuff. Mutie wuke mohu, eh? Mamencha wade. Yakaze currency intervention. There is a simple definition for that. So lecture, you're pumping, we are journalists, on kasasa. You don't speak like that. You're pumping, and you're pumping. Let me educate you people a little bit. More to radio soon, you feeding with Koko. And a mother da Ghana for and Kwasiade, right there. Team, let me take some 2 minutes and do this quickly. When you read, your friend BB, currency intervention or FX intervention. It is when a central bank, like the Bank of Ghana, sells foreign currency, usually dollars, into the market. Now, there are reasons. One, increased dollar supply. Now, one kasa no, what's the idea? Dollar nebu into biya access to dollar. That is the reason why the dollar is on at 17. Because when you have access to dollar, about Chibaka say ononkwana what dollar no. Because you're paying you China ko chinichi. You don't chop cedi in China. You only spend dollar in China. Now, how are you going to get to China with cedi? You have to go to the banks or the black market to get dollar. Now, if there's no dollar in the system, Abochi is going to sell $1 to you at 18 Ghana cedis. Now, the Bank of Ghana can study the market and say, no, we have some surplus. What we are going to do is we cannot spend this money and waste it. Let us reinvest this money into the system by making sure people get access to the dollar. Your money, your capital will not be affected. So you get access to dollar. Into dollar or 11, you can still buy dollar at 11. Actually, so 11.1. Senebeya obi and hijacking the price of dollar because the scarcity of the commodity no and then the price hike no ever. So I didn't be wa and then the money bwokosro. And if you're able to manage how you can get access to a particular service, goods, or whatever, you are able to manage your economy. Into what we call intervention. The government does not just go pick money and say 10 billion, pump. It does not work like that. The Bank of Ghana is like the money doctor. Or shall we no prescribe a wood drama. Yarebi owa ehia edru a dose in wasro. And a yarebi owa ehia edru a edian dose in what form. Into a high fever. Your high fever edru a amde intervene high fever yare no. And a be a mild migraine. And it's now bad. You'll be a friend of the interest rate, it has dropped into what our cold store to say. So Okoji loan or banker because the interest rate has dropped, you Okoji loaner and in isro. So change dollar no affect too much. So you are able to pay your loan and also go out there and buy. Into the Bank of Ghana is looking at different problems and trying to get antidotes to them. Now, The reason the intervention of forex intervention or currency intervention, second, reduce the pressure on your city. When there's pressure on your city, the dollar will overshadow the city, and that you as a businessman, you will struggle. Into what's not a year aduma. Don't misinform people. Now, stabilize exchange rate volatility, because you see, the market price is determined by how stable your currency is. If your currency is not stable, investors and businesses are not able to put a lot of confidence in what they do. That means they are going to all draw. They are all going to pool their money into say, or a multinational company, not Ghana, not on to me predict tomorrow where the city is going to be or the dollar is going to be. Obekacho said, can you please transfer my $20 billion into my accounts, my company accounts in China? Because he can trust that in 6 months, the Chinese currency against the dollar is going to be stable in China. So to prevent their investors from leaving your market, you need to find a way to stabilize. So the question here is, pump, no? Do you understand what you were talking about? Say, we pump 10 billion. Nambe raho. Obia joma misika. Obia joma misika. Now, when you move in, there will be common terms used in Ghana. Dollar injection, forex market support, BOG FX auction, and asset intervention, liquidity support in the FX market. That's it. It is all over the place. Even the United States of America at a point, they find ways to make sure their dollar is strong in the market. Because the moment the international market sees any weakness in your currency, they override you. And that is why people have been put at the Bank of Ghana to study. Omajumano say, a businessman like you, then it means they have failed in their job. Now your concern is what the 10 billion into identity the 10 billion. You have 24-hour economy. See a 10 billion no, and 24-hour economy no. Na adiechi, na cedi no at the end of the dollar no 32 24-hour economy adwuma no mobeye no. How are you going to profit? Now remember, Ujina Oka say we are creating jobs for other countries. Sebio ye kra nyoma efri ho eba. Now let me tell you. So we see a kra enyomni efri abrochiriba. Into eno ema importers kra more things into Ghana. Into a creative juma ewo obi kroswa. The question is, don't we also export stuff? Countries that are exporting things from Ghana, no, are they also not creating jobs back home in Ghana? Now the question here is, so importers no ekra your money free other countries. Na eba Ghana. When the importers make profit, do they take the money back to where at the end of the day they brought the things up? They keep the money in the country. So at the end of the day, you cannot get a win-win. It's a 50-50 thing. And from economics. Anything you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Wait, Jimmy. You need to understand. It is not easy. You are managing a federal bank. You are managing everybody's business. Every single day. Dr. Esiama at the Bank of Ghana needs to make sure, say, whoa, how does he do that? It is only to make sure, also making sure, say, you have confidence in the system. How are you going to get confidence in the system? Send your baya wo kodana jua. Unimsa won sorry no. Usika eda bank na Ghana citizen no. O converting in dollar na 50,000. 1% adia bechile na about 22,000 because the dollar price na kosro. That is what the Bank of Ghana does for you. Why like you grandpa no obi anka nche say ye printi sika na ye try 60 billion ayira. Obi say he is trying to save you, your economy. Obi for 10 billion. Obi for 10 billion. Huh? Obi for 10 billion. And sometimes we put it on radio. Na my money more say the my say nyanka na mutwatro. Na my say nyanka na mutwatro na mo misinform kofo pump me yam sheme. Matis yesi a pump 10 billion. Me yam me 10 billion aira. Asimesi. Obi aju 10 billion akoye yi. Now look at this. That was what I was telling him. Now, Ghana's total exports increased to $9.3 billion from $5.8 billion in April 2024. Bank of Ghana. Noma ye export ye. amount photo free Ghana ekwa abruchire no. We made $9.3 billion. Sika ne ko he antina Ghana ha. And I say almost so me create adwuma my Ghana ha ana meboa. This is the report from the Bank of Ghana. 2024. Nyoma ye export free Ghana na $9.3 billion. Tell us you create almost so create adwuma my ana meboa. Because yes, you creating nnuane and I'm for ye. Into yes, you creating more jobs. I didn't know be any adwuma wo Ghana nye. I didn't know be Ghana be any adwuma nye because you to me I exported nyoma nkwa $9.3 billion in 2024. Why is everyone not employed in Ghana? I didn't know mo radio suni TV so mo kan kwasi asam sa. I didn't know mo radio suni TV so a Mama Ghana for who kakra some nyansa. Adena mo jimisa. Adena, just learn. Just take your time. Just read. Just have a team. Have a production team. Ask yourselves questions. Question yourselves. I don't expect you to be intelligent. I don't expect you to know everything. But because I woke up on Sunday kasana, just question, ask, read some things. Just try and just be informed. Into almost 2024. 9.3 billion export here no say yes we create adwuma pa okrom ha wo ne aso exporting your money yes we create adwuma man kofo wo ha no say o sa fe won ti ase ye beda wutima NPP kwase ampanyi ka say ya pump 10 billion no obetra TV so me tie no yes say ya pump 10 billion me yemu hye me nanso me nkokora me ton no me nyamfa so if you say dollar number form you dwan mo de jandam ne ba na se Kïll jandam no mo de ba nti ana mo pese mo jandam mo nsua de kakran sam de jandam na ba as far as ye wa ha no enya de obia benya jandam ayo mo ni space bia to do jandam erade ye ka sam we ana mo ju se edi agro he as far as me enemy team ye wa ha no jandam no is dead obi enya chance wa Ghana enya jandam obiem so wontumi nkosua de wontumi ntenase enya research ensua entiase mechechem ene member radio so because me team no me were about 5 people are almost around the power almost Ghana radio nyina. That is their job. But 5 people. Their job obia our radio 3 and done the system so OTA morning shows, afternoon shows. The whole Ghana. Me were 5 people. Obia were about 3 or 4 radio stations. The man said these are your stations. Monitor jandam. Intimenya wa you say ubetuma betena TV so anopa. What that ho na woko. Me nko for the beba. We will get you. Ya betchu. Oh ya jandam ya betchu. Me production assume it's a lot of money. I work to about 70 people. Yeah. Ya won kofu a omodwuma nyina say omo sorry a they monitor 4 radio stations omodwuma no. And they write reports, send emails. Boss, this is what they said. I don't think there's nothing in there. I think there's something in here. We need to clean this one up. Boss, this is not relevant. They are trying to get attention. This person has been fooling for a long time. We have to clear him. Just ignore him for some time. Like, that is what we read every day during our editorial meeting. That is what we do. So we are receiving text messages, emails, telling us, giving us report. Wait, boss, ignore him. This one is just want attention. He's not smart. This one, we need to clean it because it's a jandam they are trying to build. That is what we do. In Tiabetina, we know what we are doing. You see on my paper, your line will be, your line will be, everything is here. We do everything. And then the system picks it and then we make ready before we come here. We don't come. TV so no, you need to know what you're doing. This is a promise at John Mahama. If my team is saying that if you say your sound isn't good, refresh your phone. No? Now you get better sound. This production is solid. And you're coming in the production, so we a sound now. Or compared to every TV station in Ghana, our sound is better. I never allow silence TV. Never me show no. Me sound and never compare TV stations in Ghana. No TV station ever sound at me. None of them. TV stations all Ghana chan. Me ba Ghana pam 20. Every TV station in Ghana. More sound papa kakra. I think Media General na more sound ye kakra. Joy News the Osha I saw about them. Jing chan sa. Just say you people should work on your sounds in Ghana. TV stations some more Ghana more sound yet. So who took time for broche now about Ghana? Now tie TV bipa sound. TV be sound. O say na omo sound engineers. TV3 na me want sound is a little bit above average. So, unstudy ya. Take your time and listen to the TV stations on sound. You'll be shocked. Especially Joy News. Omo to one kasa. I saw to dance same. Gang. No, work on the sound. Get better sound. Mobile OT no ultimately connected to you. Sound is important. Picture is important. Invest in these things. Oko multi TV ni so a o hwe me TV na o hwe me picture I will sound say are these people using the same? It is because of the equipment we use. It is because of the quality of equipment. The equipment I use here. Some of my servers can take care of about 3 TV stations in Ghana. Yeah. Some of my servers, I mean, they're running with TV or Ghana or America. No, a bit more running 2 TV stations, 3 TV stations in Ghana. Yeah. One of my servers is about $80,000. Yeah. It's not a joke. So don't underestimate this business. This is not a joke. Until you people should invest in your sound and for. Now, Parliament passes Okada bill, awaiting presidential assent. Now, John Mahama in opposition catch Ghana for say, Okada, it has come to stay. We need to streamline Okada. Yatina Ghana hana Bawumia edidi John Mahama tem. Samia Wuku tonight, he came from this week alone. Samia Wuku has been in Kumasi 3 times. 3 times, Samia Wuku. I have a guy who was tailing him today. Neighbor. They gave me a report today. And I just want to tell Kennedy Japan and call for the kind of beat now. I'm about boom on the 31st, you'll be shocked. And I'm taking this off. Samia Wuku be na Makai. My team just sent me a report. I sent somebody to track him because he has been to Kumasi. And today he was in Kumasi. He this week alone he has been to Kumasi 3 times. He Enyumbreya or the African world and a land day 9:40 p.m. no land day. He has been to Kumasi 3 times. Now, but because you've been checking Kennedy for no me. I said I me boy Kennedy momo no mo serious. But me be wiem a brobium boom on the 31st no. And Samia Wuku are the ones working on that. Samia Wuku. Oh, Samia Wuku na or the invisible forces Sankwasi Jumodo Kumasi no. He is the same person leading this for Bawumia. Anadria Ofri Kumasi, Anadri 9:30 no be dream. Now, Kere Japan, me to my culture, you can never be president, Bawumia can never be president. None of you, this 5 Sankwas, will be any means to be Ghana. But so free and fair elections, you are not going to get it. Samia Wuku was in Kumasi today. Secretly, he met the thugs they are going to use on the 31st of January. Now, Samia Wuku told them, say, they know, say, when they attack Kennedy's people on election day, they beat them or whatever, NDC for Nebeka say a home march and nobody is going to be prosecuted. That is the message he's carrying. Mumusa Samia Wuku, 9:40 and an African world and the Koye. Or see. And Samia Wuku was telling the young thugs now, wako form to say, and the Okachrom say, a bro mbabu Kennedy nkwofo no, the NDC government is not going to act. All because the NDC government will say a home march and nobody is going to be prosecuted. It is Samia Wuku and Wiki Wako Kumasi 3 times. He is the one organizing the thugs. The same thugs are organizing in 2020 elections. No? The same Galamsey thugs no? Samia Wuku is leading that charge. And Oko Kumasi. Wiki Wako Kumasi 3 times. And I just want to advise Kennedy, your men should be on standby. Eh? As much as we have our differences, they will beat you people. And you can't do anything. They will beat your people. Some of your people will end up in hospitals. They don't care. And Samia Wuku them are leading the charge. And they know Kumasi. Musa Sokoye de Kumasi. Mumusa and Samia Wuku say no Kumasi Koye. Meeting Ben Okoye. and they are going to attack you people. And I'm Kennedy Mobo. The same boys are not using more Galamsey sites. Double and Enquarano, they are going to activate them. Adiomo de Beyamono. Because I'm going to catch them when they say, this is home match. NDC4 don't care. Ubu obi kurampa, they are not going to arrest you because the government will stay away. Or make us say NPP for Tokwa. So that is the advantage they want to take. Me, I'm advising you, Kennedy, in conform ma, and I will be risky on my life. Mahmoud Bawumia NPP before, they will rig and they will beat you people. Okay? About 20 people might end up in the hospital. And some of them might not make it again and become normal human beings. The tyranny that is being built in the party. Kere Japan. Adia mo beje mono. They say, people, very careful. On the 31st, it is going to start on the 30th night. They are going to make Bawumia's thugs take over all police stations in Ghana. That is what they are doing now. They are going to get at least 3 Bawumia thugs. And anytime Samia Ukwa is so busy, about Ashanti region, week about 3 times, they are going to take over every polling station. And they'll make sure say they exert their authority on every polling station. They someone catch them say because NDC for because a home match so they know say they are not going to jail. So boys na Brady Champo use you mono ewa ya waso west no ebia kodi Bawumia echi. So boys na no kute kuma twitwa nkofo no sa kuma no omo de betwitwa mo 35 ade omo de be ye mo no me se kede Japan fa phone na fresh Samia Wuku na ju se Samia Wuku kuma so koye den busa Samia Wuku na ju se kuma meeting ben na okoye busa Samia Wuku Bawumia them sent him to go meet the thugs me se 31st mobo and ebe ya because you see utiem no obi anti ukem no bi amfiu ebeye ya brutal Kennedy anya wo Kennedy ana kokko ntokwa ma omu a obegina TV so ombo wasa ombo so say why ade adentin na omso abodam adentin they are turning the same tax against you. These are people are only omu nyina de di bone de bone ni bediw bone na wo Kennedy wudi ye no obeje ho akotua 31st January wo de omo be ya wo no na waketua you will see what they will do to you. Enti wherever Kennedy Japan is, muko minini for na sankwasa na mudi ne chino mon kan chen se Kennedy fresh Samia Wuku na adwene busa se koye de Kumasi. Mumuza Samia Wuku se uko Kumasi koye de week wako Kumasi 3 times. Dey na koye meeting na koye na dey meeting na why no one ko share met me de nipa oni omo ko share nyina din abetudwa monsan from I can give you names now. Nipa Samia Wuku ko Kumasi any omo ko tena ase meeting betumi abomu din a chew. They are thugs. Na Samia Wuku meeting na okoye no na oshe white and blue kaftan meet bijujomo. Have reporters on all of them monitoring everything. Samia Wuku koshi attacks and then he was wearing blue and white kaftan and they okoshia omana. He was wearing blue and white kaftan. Me trend na eshano. White and blue kaftan and an esha Samia Wuku. The people he went to meet, I can mention their names. It was basically to start organizing the thugs against Kennedy on the 31st of January 2026. Mabodin, mabokala eshano, mumfra numbusano. Kennedy call Samia Wuku. Osha white top, blue kaftan, and an eshano. Mumbusano say, Okoye den, why am I show? Met mama wedding. I can give you 1 name or 2 names. The thugs, the people he met. And then I'm where sir. Mube kunko for ma because changing us about Bawumia be flag bearer. Why? A brubium babuno. Radi Jacopo. And you know the funny thing? They are using Kennedy's boys or the Mudin Kwasiasem. Kennedy boys now or the Bunko for the Bo NPP for NDC for no. Kennedy boys are the Mudin Kwasiasem or Ghana AD Uno. Those are the same boys they are going to use against Kennedy and his people. Says he cannot Danny. Said to me not Danny. Omokachenko for so abodam. They can't trust you again. They can't trust your judgment. Attach your jina nipe mukaso abodamoko you and wabodamuti. They cannot trust your judgment. Now they have created an impression why NPP so abodam because he be with you so. Inti Bawumia amani group no. The whole thing is that the away no and one kitiano but de ma no. So we Jimmy. Na me too for. Ye botu na uba unsem o tatanko for. Una unimu mema e mema mu kukunipa. Where ye bema wo krom John Mahama ye be show to bevlota tebe ode oto ye no mo show. No mo nyina tete akire say we Jimmy. And they were pushing you yodium. Papa Penina wa wuse preko wa adwene be fie na wo Jimmy ye de mema be bom mema ye be sima ha mekuno ye be ku asie dinketia no mo show. On send them so abodam. They cannot trust your judgment. They can give you power. A brobium babu no nko no. Now Kennedy wo na ye de komunika. O Kennedy wo na ye de komunika. Onipa sen na obetuma che mo Ghana aso mo protect o ballot o box ma. Wo nipa sen. O nipa sen. Omo sati hihye macho men ne tax ne criminal na wo wen. Wo nipa sen na wo. Masa. Mami ko menu na menka darling boy John Mahama ho asem. Parliament passes Okada bill awaiting presidential assent. John Mahama ni NDC for. John Mahama ni NDC for share Ghana for bo say yeto abama omo a ejuma ye friend Okada ejuma omo beje atuma mbra abo ho ban e ma matenetene ejuma no e ma Ghana for dodo a na omoni gye wo so mo beye eye Okada ejuma a sebio omonya bibie free mebi e de abo mo brade bi ahwe ma wo school no omo betumi akoso aye ejuma no edrum pempenso bi no na ye sakratu na obi aye de ope ela John Mahama say Ghana for kondo ejuma no no ma jatum so beye ejuma no beye ne kwan papa so dia and the other ne yemfa mra nto ho na ye make sure so omo mpese omo ye Okada o Ghana no because Japan cry ye Okada o ho Brazil ye Okada o ho uko inkura kese ye Okada o adenti na Ghana de yentumi nye ni nyina ne se e wo se ye de emra chenchene to ho na yetumi ma Ghana fo a sebio omo so pese omo ye Okada na yentata omo ye hu omo so omo ya kronfo na nipa bi embo omo apo no yenso yemma ne mbambra kwemu na yentumi emmoa omo enti John Mahama hye Ghana fo bo ebo bie ni John Mahama hye Ghana fo ondi so and am no ka say John Mahama parliament agiatum se Okada no and ye begiatum to se taxi ye begiatum to se STC ye begiatum to se Kofo bus ye begiatum to se any commercial kind of transport ye de mra ba beton ye betinitini mu ma obi ehun se Okada adwuma ne nyen kwase adwuma na eye adwuma e betuma aboa ema Ghana mmebunu so enye adwuma ye enti John Mahama de ne nse be hyase na se ne be ya obi twa Okada police ni bia sebio onim na adwuma entumi ntata no so obi twa Okada e betumi aboa ma police ni so hu se adwuma Okada ni ye no entie Ghana for fa ahudie so enti police ni betuma na adwuma Okada ni so betuma na adwuma obi abedi mra so obi ti Okada no so a o se hu bebi a nipa no ekọ nipa no bebi ofa no ta Okada na oteso no se Okada no sebio ya giatum se enye adwuma sa anyoma ni nyina aban ebe streamline no ansa na obi atumoto wa Ghana se otwi Okada the John Mahama ebo o share Ghana no sa ebo no wedi so ordinance ebe hye eye krata na se if it's a Parliament of Ghana agiatum se ebo na NDC share Ghana for Okada riders around the nation no almost say omagiatum John Mahama ebo na o show no wedi so umpe we na opeka ya motium upe daddy bo aben no upe daddy bo aben no upe bodam this is governance, this is being honest, this is opening up, this is being a transparent government odi mraswa o shebwa odiso Okan obeyo. Okan obeyo. Okan obeyo. Okan obeyo. JMA. JMA. Mahama Okan obeyo. My voice is not Okan obeyo. Yede twi sorokunu. Okan obe. Say I see on outwi no. Onse sorokunu unhyira nim twia. Wadwe be say twi soroku os. Ye twi soroku osoro. Boys amaba monti soroku ase. Soroku ye twi e wo fom. And I was say o make say obetwi soroku a eye o spinal cord no. We losing eye bibi friend capsip leaded. Capsip leaded no. If it usisi e kono e so losing. Na wa ma ha no egina so. Nti se bia obesa wo to okan obeya na se obesa wo twia ana se obetwia betwia beda wo ana soroku a okan obeyo okan obeyo okan on into all capsules na emu emre okan obeyo jb into so en shekisa mama okan obeyo okan obe on into sex ni sheki aha ase ho into sa na ye no into unim soroku twia na do jimi na de obeji okan into na mba ni piapia mo no montantwi onti asia busa mpanifo se na soroku anka se yetwi de sen wen so mesama ho classes nkira mo se bi etwi soroku eni kira boys bebrebe mokwa na ye piamo mokwa na ye piamo because onti asia soroku ya de bia ye de ya adwene ya honhom ene di ekire into oya mat no wo tirim ya mfa ekokodenden ene eden atopa entwi dabi ya de nyansa osa utumi de wo brain no e control wo spinal cord no e wo fom Oba obeyo, okan obeyo. If you are left back, cry you good. And as a center forward, they didn't be a Franka Mankwa. Me say Ghana. And me. And me Ghana. Apart from the Juma minim. In Ghana today, maybe you'll be a stand-up comedy. Obey to my beat me here. KSM. Abo is your mababe. Why? And I said in Ghana, stand-up comedian never know Ghana. We say Obi Bufu, I Obi Amponsa, Kevin Till and Semi Okeka, or Semi Jumadabi, any DK Bimu, I say Kevin Shea, or Besa Kochenko for say, yes, we are just stand-up comedians. Massa, Mrs. Stand-up comedy in Ghana. Metimuna Mudi. Why? But Anna Jumano, Yentumin Jai Wisu Meba, continue Jama Musamunyano. Intimo bi ampon samone DK bi mo yamamo yebet yen sama magi we free mu na adwuma be nam koye eden bi na say ya very selfish ya dominate e journalism ni asa be stand up comedy na je na say ya deprive mo of bibia enitina na ya twe ho kakra mamo anu ntira ya domo ba ana e pese mo nsa koma no ya mbese mo nsa be ko butunti esi de bia mo nsa koma no se munye adwuma stand up comedy why in Ghana who Wana. me ye bruta. Me ye cross a Easter. Me mama stand up comedy or Ghana. Me. And there me stand up comedy or Ghana. Nipo me bano. Ome doso ache nipo me ba. Every stand up comedian in Ghana. Stand up comedian be obeye show akase or bele Kevin Taylor. Ebeye me buso. Hey, yezu. Yeza. Yezu. All right, let's take our business. Now, we a very important story. Maybe say come wasem and also a jandambia NPP for air spread and a Thursday or Friday. Be gigim. Ochina. Maybe stand up comedy. I'm Shatawale in the bay. Ebi cry. My fresh Shatawale see any stand up comedy 20 December. I feel we are just on the 30th. Yebo Bandaya abadi repair. Me Shatawale be stand up comedy live. I no Ghana, meba Ghana. Na me ready say meba Ghana December into meba Ghana. Me ne shota wale be stand up comedy. 30th no day na yebe dam banda results. Ye wie ya no stand up comedy ni mre. Ai yebe chem location no. Ye ne stand up comedy yan jiska. Yan ji obi asika. But yebe de bom free. Ai ye wie na asa bonyu megu so. Yezu. Yes. Enya shada oi. It's grave ya. Inti na menye ready some Ghana ba mebusa shata say stand up comedy beba so a ye be stand up comedy wo Ghana me ne shata wale journalist baako and a musician baako. Why na betumi ye? Why na Ghana betumi ye? Why ya? Why ya? Akwa na osoro na onum tobacco anu anum champagne gusu no. Sa akwa na pempe mu nyina etutu. Anamu hu ye. Eni tino akotwa pon, wakotwa dankat no. Sa akwa de pempe mu tutu. Na esi on so why say uncle no nam Ghana. Ai na pempe mu tutu. Na uji say okotena akotwa de tisu na de dra style. E de style a. Uye ni ma esi adro no. Na pempe mu tutu. Into a punk na animfu. Uncle Mr. Tahiru. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Sorry. I know. Tahiru. Sorry, Charlie. And you are pempe munisa na me kan say bia. Anytime I punk no artist no. Tahiru. Ye. I'm sorry, my friend. Our friendship, I want to keep it, please. Sa ko de so hadwene. Mama no crack or cancer Tahiru pempe mu panti na what. Thank you. Miso ma kasado do. Manui me kan sam de mega sama me kakura na me ka. Na sa ko de ko champagne na ko fa asem wo nyina ba. E sa ko de na ko fa asem wo nyina ba. Ankam to Tahiru na pempe mu pa nti de en. Mamba ma ese ma be ka. E ma tumufo be dwame. He said David Tahiru be di MP am so we na kan ho asem na ya mpene no. Tahiru sorry. Why? Na me se sa ko de pempe me tutu nti no ko twa down cat no. Fent. Where the fetch me? Fent. You know, Boga, I love you, no homo. But I say we pa there. So called dear just say Charlie. My bassa should come into me twice. I am not a fumier. Tahiru a very fine guy, nice guy. Yes, I be a cobia, no, me panasamo also permasem. Me disa called the cha case. Tahiru so abin pempa just Mr. S, let's end today's show. It's okay. Sa akodi na make na sa akodi apempe metutu no go twa danka. And I'm so Tahiru to punk ne e according to Tahiru so twa eyi ne punk na ba fon kaka na pempe mututu. Enye se bia ma no e bia ma shada na me se Tahiru apempe. Tahiru me 25 hand no. Thank you. I'm very sorry. And this is so disturbing, yes na mujina. Aden ade nkurasesam so no nti anwuwe ne yentuma ani jembrama ye hundwiri ye message ben wom Bawumia bebe ama ye nwato Bawumia bebe ama ye nwa mama yentoa so I show 2 hours 25 minutes team mentoa so mama yentoa so stories so I'm going to kill another jandam. Hey, me team so they be on so ma sanyu bebrebe. Me se me pe one song pe. Enyum ni nyina nyo. Me team number me nyum be 10. Oh, that be Mr. P. Let's go on. Ye nyum to aso begisti ya ma yenkwe. To aso ase ko be kura so match de ba. To aso begisti ya na yenkwe. To aso begisti kwasiafo. To nyum for message shem manipa ni related to nyum na woto no say ye to aso register ya ma yankwe to aso na dewuro dim dewuro ene 2024 25 obonyum na dewuro name dewuro we ma dey very dewuro na obonyum na dewuro konken ni obonyum na dewuro name campaign nyum o to campaign nyum na dewuro konkon edi asem edi na moje eni bie ye de wo we na ma show aka na ipe membo aka na ipe bia ma ye nya medwuma ama no. Now this is a story that we want to talk about. Story edahoni. US suspends Ghana from 190 million MCC energy funding. Reporter Abanono. You say Ghana. US sika otadema in kro. Emamudi in juma bia sa sika no. Ebina na yede ba yede ye PDS ejuma no. President bebre ba ye ema US ma omu sa sika ni bi. Now because of asama esi ye and the Kufuado ne Bawumia PDS sika eba ya omudi ye no ende sa sika no US for say omo ye frim omo ma ye biem. Now say ya nkyerɛkyerɛ mu a ɔtwe bi ba betena adom FM ɔkyena no pa me hu kura dwiri me anope yɛte ya yɛsi sika 190 million na US de buy no under NDC aban no sika na mba biom saa no mo bɛyɛ enkwasi ade omuti radio so yɛ no now mame nkyerɛkyerɛ mu nkyerɛ bebi a problem ni free adekudie nti a enne yɛte ya $190 million and cause US de maye almost mfa maye. Now read this story now. This is what it says. The US has suspended Ghana from receiving $190 million in Millennium Challenge Corporation energy funding due to debt default concerns. You see US for say sa $190 million bi anom tade maye eme de beye yenkania ho nsem ne enyoman ketinkiti bi o Ghana ye boaye no omo se sa sika no omo fa ma ye biem efri se ya broka bi egu a ye mpese ye betua ya deka ya da ho ya sa pa besia inti US for say eka ye bogu ho and 2024 PDS sika ba ya eka be da ho ye ntua eka ebeda ye so kra eye efri eye de NDC NPP abreso a obobogu ho a omeka che say Russia Ukraine war sa eka no ene na edidi ma bedu ha na and the US for say ye de ka too much into sa $190 million we enya de omde be maye. Now okay story ko enima this decision stems from Ghana being declared ineligible for MCC funding for fiscal year 2026 into eye afia besimi eye sa PDS kana America for the Maya Kufuad Mudi and almost say next year yensan kabiem. The suspension is tied to a US legislative restriction that bars countries in debt stress from accessing MCC grant. On US paper no in their document no Ghana eka ediomo no yentua eka egua Kufuad Mudi to ho no sisemu ni say eka no omo ntube ntua afi na ban we air try so obetua bi nti sa record nti omo say until sa ban we betua eka Kufuad mo bogu ho ofori atamu bogu ho di nyina no enya ade a obema yesika bi abiem because eka Kufuad mo bogu ho no sa eka no say ya ntube ntua sa aka na say ya hu kwa say yetua ne kakra until say betua wi no US say sa sika we omo fa maye now ochano pa Amani ni kobna santi obedware inso nko ne to because ne to soso ena mfimfine ntumi mbie into odware a inso nka ne to saa Ghana na nufu 98D bodies na obo no saa Ghana o use no na osora na nufu gu table no so ono so abetena ho omo nkenkan omo beka jem say ei hwede asi se sia de akosi say yesi ntumi ma Ghana besia bi mo US pa anything na ye Kïll na nadwi omo nim de omo ya kronfo. Na mame nkwa chire kakara mi dwom nkyerɛw na me nkyerɛw bebi a eka ne firi baaye se ne be ya obi start se oye janda mo kyerɛw ka say hey munja nkwasi akeka na eye Kufuad no mo Bawumia Kennedy Japan no brand champion no ene eye country ne eye kobne Japan snatch no omo na mo dis a problem we abeto ha and the Emma Ghana ye bre na me nkwa chire na me nkyerɛw bebi a problem no. This is 2022. So okay, in 2022, NPP are buying a release statement. And let me enlarge it. Kevin Taylor de a picture to show our read the picture. You see this document, date so 19th of December 2022. Or say suspension of payments on selected external debts of the government of Ghana. Way 2022. NPP are buying and the Kufuado time and I can for finance minister no omo ka kire say eka ye dede ewa manone a America kan no omo suspend ye kanutua inti at a point kra na omo di sika no eka na edawa na ya bobo abrofo ka abobo US for besia a wo say yetua no omo release letter ka kire ye say enya ade obo betua selected external debt of the government of Ghana. This is in December 2022. From 2022, no, they decided not to pay our external debtors and creditors. They decided not to pay them. I didn't even say externally near deka na US for ne kasamun tiamo kanibi. Obia fraya air to change say oh yentia because they were just stealing. Now so read the document now, especially point 2. Me read it paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. No ahade. Ye wi aba publish no akai ho. Me kai mo sene be ochina oman ko bra santini obi ene akwara de nufu gu table so no mekeka nkwase asem e wa Adum TV and ada Ghana for. See, Ghana is today faced with major economic and financial crisis and its attendant social challenges. In 2020 and in 2021, the COVID-19 pandemic negatively impacted our fiscal and economic situation. Global risk aversion triggered large capital overflows, a loss of external market access, and rising domestic borrowing costs. Point 2. We are before letter Finance Ministry omunum release yes omuntia ka bia wa abrochire besi omo board no omuntia anything na end MCC 190 million US dollar omo fama ye because san kwasi afọ ba na e ka gu onyo omuntia mahama mon try so mo betuatua bia ansa na omo befa mo adwene. Point 2. This year 2022, the global economic shock induced by the Russian invasion of Ukraine has further adversely affected our economy just when it was beginning to recover from the pandemic. The combination of adverse external shocks has exposed Ghana to a surge in inflation, a large exchange rate depreciation, and stress on the financing of the budget. These factors taken together have put the sustainability of our debt at risk. Almost say, adikudienti amunye ready so mubetua ekabia wa abrochire in 2022. Ne say Russia Ukraine in tokwaninti. Meno kasa nde Russia Ukraine so moko. Adentina dollar no 11. Omuka je say Russia Ukraine war any COVID-19 inti. Enya de obetumi tua kabia omo ebo besie gu omo ntua. Omo di America ka omo ntua. But say Russia Ukraine war and them no ka say ejinem etem some ampon hina bomu. Adentina and them no ka say Russia Ukraine war no war. Dollar no 11. So these were their reasons. Inti America for the Bawumia Okada omo nyina ka say they are not going to pay. Adentra omo no mo aban mu omo diska de na US for be ye. Before that kai nobody nke DPDS can at wo me kada ho. So Ostadia omo no creative problem no. Omo creative problem you not omo solve problem no because omo nim say aban for be solve it. At a point Nana Kufuor told us say a better government, a better leader will come and solve the problems of Ghana. Murevi. So they knew what they were doing. They were destroying the country to the core. Into Omangasa letter released here by Finance Ministry in 2022. No, a chair clearly said they were not willing to pay any extra debt. Omangasa catches anyado bubetia and no need dimabedu hana. US Emma Yesika almost say Kïll and Tia Kwasiafo. Sa chichidi ni ejimi fo no ba ye no. E ka no de no almost Kïll and Tia. Intende $190 million US is almost for my
Sahara Africa average of 18%.
In short, in summary, Oba Parliament we catch them say yes. Ya Bobisia, we no blame Russia Ukraine war, we blame COVID-19, and Omaka say we cannot go outside, we cannot go and borrow again, and we are not ready to pay our debt. And numpo na dollar could do 17 no. Senka oforiatamu if they were servicing our debt outside. Se na omutia ye ke wa bruchira anka dollar ni do 30. Time a dollar was 17 in no muntia external debt do. E can the US, e can the abrofo Turkey for, and then in 2 days we say at forcing. Esane e Turkey for said the Croatia for atnase. I relocate at a car, ye diomo, as I restructure se be betua kano. It's the time of that they were not paying our debt. Bawumia they were not paying. They were spending the money on Samira. She was buying new clothes. Now, omo turn to mafufro. No more your parties. COVID-19, E-levy party. No more fly. Private jets. They were paying 18,000 euros an hour. They did not care about servicing our debts. In the finance minister about parliament. Esha white wife catch and say, Massa, yen tuya kabia wa borichire. If you so, yes, I beji pensioner for CKD. Yetna krum ha. Obia anka bibia. Ne yakusa kuseshe yetrim. Remember, time anomo ye we nyina na COVID-19 levy da ho. Na de e-levy so die so. Na betting tax die so. Na emission tax die so. Na all these taxes were still on us. So they were telling us, omo we no say DDEP. And omo say pensioner for nyina sika. And I'm catching for they decided not to pay the debt outside. The dollar was at 17. No muntia debt biya. It imagine they were paying yeka wabrucha and ka dollar do 30. So you see how dangerous these people are. And the kwasiato omra Ghana meyina no ho also omma oti America. Omma. He's not going to come. Because Ghana na etino en kwasiafo bu Ghana almost son kwasiasam so me abedru ha. Oforiata is not going to come. He has finished you. Oforiata nkwa evading eyedian evading what we call accountability. No, I was saying Ghana ni biaka say NPP they never. Oforiata alone, who handled our money for 8 years, decided not to come back to Ghana after we discovered say we sika at the sending NPP for dino. Also the NPP as a political party, any Achichidie Kufuado is not ready to help us bring him back. No, nobody should even listen to this group of animals. That alone is a vote of no confidence on the NPP because you tell Oforiata to come. You tell Achichidie Kufuado to tell Oforiata to come. Because the problem you are facing today is that Oforiata led the NPP to destroy or take every money that belonged to us. So, why are you not putting all your energy in making sure you clear before you decide to even speak about Ghana politics? In the Ghana Parliament and in the 87 piglets, what they are supposed to do is to clean themselves first. How do you clean yourself? The first thing you need to do is to bring Oforiata, come and tell Ghanaians what you did with our money because we appointed you. Because so technically, the NPP is a criminal entity. Why are they not worried about bringing Ken Oforiata home? We are not even supposed to be the ones forcing Ken Oforiata to come to Ghana. Ken Oforiata is supposed to come to Ghana. The NPP is supposed to lead the charge. Ekufuado, Hakuro Uswajiman, Michael Kwe. They are the ones who are supposed to lead the charge to bring this criminal to Ghana. But what are they doing? They are rather telling you, say, go out there and fight in parliament. Go and tell Ghanaians Mahama want to go a third term. Go and tell Ghanaians, say, the 2020 you come to power. And this group of selfish ingrates, typical disaster of Bangladeshis, are now roaming and mingling with humans and beginning to think, say, we will give them an ear. Take the lead, go and bring Ken Oforiata. It is not our responsibility to bring him. If you people want Ghanaians to see you as a party with integrity, we can trust that. All you selfish, big-ass, shrunk balls, old men in the NPP, come out and speak and tell Ken Oforiata to come home. You are not bold to bring him home. And you want us to give you power? In Chamwa. Useless fools. Useless fools. Sanka NDC ne DC kana kosha abruchira anka mahemfo mahema ene nkwasiafo bi omodi manim press conference mese se mo pese agi mo party ni di sa munya muama munya agimifo mo boman a munyina mo nka mo humbo na mo kofa Ken Oforiata mra na omeyi ne ho ano na yehu me bia Ghana sika no fire ansan yehu se mo ye party na munya nwan a group of foolish Bangladeshis. Now my men chiro de course so am meeting Jimmy 4. Look at this. Al Jazeera Crowd reported story in the catcher say Ghana suspends payment of most external debt. Date Ben show December 20th, 2022. Al Jazeera reported on it. Go and find it and read. And internet ended $190 million MCC. US for so almost my beam. This is the foolishness of this old man. (2022) Al Jazeera reported it. Finance Ministry says Accra will not service debt, including its Eurobond, commercial loans, and most bilateral loans. And a wohono. Ochiram kwasia for mabetina radio senka say, "Hey, NSC ade, NDC ba ye no, yentumi nya sika mfiri America kwasia for receipt ni nie." You see, more reason to insult you. If there's no reason, I will not insult you. I have reasons to insult every fool in the NPP because we're Jimmy. And these are some of the reasons in terms of Dimu Atemono. So Nyankopon kura wo heaven I will say eko bedu aya ze papa. Eye mejuma na eya mamu asase do. Amankasa mintu bi ndatem everyday wo from Nyankopon. Me bo wo dem seso kyerɛ nipa dɛ we bi wonwa nwunu bi we jim enti mitumi di matama na Nyankopɔn so ayadze ɛno nkyina meta ayɛ no me di matama di nhyira bitumi di atwa Nyankopɔn sɛ ayadze papa ɛkɔ beedu nyen ayadze na ntwabo izi me ko kan pepepe obey press conference me Nyankopɔn so bi di wechi me Nyankopɔn me mpa wana asɛm nti awankasa ni nyame na wo asase ne don mema awo Kevin Taylor mema awo Yesu Kristo nti Yesu na obeba na me na mewo no I say I will be the father of the Messiah and I am the father of the Messiah. You might not understand what I'm saying today, but I am the father of the Messiah. Yes. Nti mitumi di matama na Nyankopɔn sɛ bebeze me na ize wa ya ze papa ma mbɔ no mpa anka menye nipa Nyankopɔn so mfantinyi Nyankopɔn mfantinyi o ofra papodo unima papodo ebe ayedo ɛhɔ na Nyankopɔn firi ni kro firi so fra papodo sɛ me na wa ya ze papa wa ya ze pa na party kro pe impanyin mu ntwere wagum wonyan onyim nyanse bia Nyankopɔn ni otumi kasa na bukurafu ai Nyankopɔn to be nibuti before heaven. I say ba asem koso na party crossing we jim demi wo betena kromi wa say kromi bia asam ye bia wa sen me bondua ad we twegu me bo me ya sasa na wa sen wo digram sa sen wo ba so wo ba wie sika amankasa me kasi sa wo beka de mindi wo na chi say me ba oye Yesu ni papa oye Kevin Taylor or chirem me nananyen me don Onyankopɔn dom me. I am the father of the Messiah. Yes, you am Nyankopɔn nyafantini. Anything me ya na nyame ehira me because say easy one atema wasisa wasakra abada hot na mfa mbo krama na ana bodom obekawo sana nyame da ka kire me da na so me da ye Kevin medoba Kevin awo ne medoba sisi a meyu se abada ho na amfa mbo bodom bekawo nti ohu NPP for so me bodom Kevin baba down amfa ba na mbo bodom de bekawo nti de bia okache modayem me ba Kevin Taylor awo ne me doba meyu ebewo ogwaman mampede me ka bibi kire endo akroka kire modayem ai nti bitimi da ba 230 me so me Bible din nankasa Nyankopɔn frɛ me mbo me Bible din kire Onyankopɔn frɛ me medoba ke dem no frɛm medoba ke item mesinya me item o ha na so be butu mu na me butu form na me de tiesi for ka say wife say for this form wife say okay thank you darling me say me Nyankopɔn ne ba asɛm ne pede ka kyerɛm o say medoba ke mesinya me item inyim bibi sa abada wona fa bodom be kawo inti iya fa aba fa bodom o ka kasa koa o say NPP jimi na wantini omo a o mese kuro do inti NPP kwa Nyankopɔn hu na wo ya bodom Wayam bodom no wogu kuro na wajim wo ho ma menkyerɛ ade bi enti Aljazeera for so e kan ho asɛm 2024 John Mahama ka kyerɛ Ghana for say US Millennium Compact ɛyɛ deɛn PDS sika no say it's disheartening for Ghana to lose 190 million deal due to Akufo-Addo's chronistic John Mahama so there chronistic governance John Mahama kan we ɛyɛ 2024 Iti John Mahama kwa kachire mu 2024 say because of the Akufo-Addo ne nkwasiafo de ye no sa sika we enya de nsabeka na John Mahama nim say enya de omo service debt no enya de omo tua and a day will come we will not get this money and a dan na aba no they are not giving us the money abodom aw NPP abodom why you want mbodom no wogu Ghana na wo jim won wait today mbal NPP abodom why you want mbodom no wogu Ghana na wait today mbal na wo jim won ho wotia won pe no wo ebu efu ntwamo nkitenkete why there apofi we jim boto why there talks no wogu Ghana wonim nyanse bia we jinjim what won for pe no reju wontu why da bodom mesi abada wa ye mam bodom nkayen ya abada wa ye makrama nkaye mo ye be mia mo mo ba pa obumbo bitu ogume mabra mo na ayana som tawa to sebe kakra we nka me nka me kan waje masam waje medwuma ye si bia wo yi nsam no aye so wo bi show no so nana wedwudwom na we de e wo mso wa MPP na on pena na asem o kan say no kure ana wotwa ntro bi Asuba Bawumia beji $3 ojemu 17 obeka say wa capture dollar na share sales to Kino and so dollar na APA grow wings 2 year. Also Bawumia any decisive guy na yire show more of say on the president Bawumia, meaning Bawumia basically is not a man who can make decisions. Or say Bema Beyebi wakasa wa touchline sa ye symposium and a case and you umbran bejirim ojinem no tam free 3 to 17 nana boni be nana ye Ghana ni on sutua tax de hia ne say nana so be kana koma so ade ebia me no kase nana DDP sika nyina akọ ebia me no kase under NPP no nana e boni sika de dwuma egu ya ebia o kache o ye meshow ini so bi kana se ma menja agi no kobusa se nana de ntina wo kasa because ebia nana kyerɛkyerɛ mu ni sika bia ahye under NPP ebia nana be kyerɛkyerɛ mu ebi kro to aba ma Bawumia ebia nana agi Bawumia enso asem ediye ebia nana o business bi under NPP ni nyina ahye ma nana ende ebia odakwam ebia nana ye nyoma bi ma na odwin se NPP ebetumi ama o manage na nana so ma nana ebia nana investment nyina ahye it is obi kasa out of pain say also ti ase remember menye too attached to your party busa say eje ne be ma ohene akasa say eye yawo na yawo ni free he ebia bibia aban ni ye ne ya ebia gidie bia onya wo aban ni you have no idea na nse na motete na modidi eye Franklin Kudjo atem up and down. Franklin Kudjo lost about 70% of his investment DDEP baye Kofi Bentil onu sika ko hye mo mutua ni nyina ma Kofi Bentil I don't know when Franklin Kudjo sika nyina ma no because they saw him to be too much on the government. DDEP Franklin Kudjo sika be 70% ni nyina hye DDEP. In 2014, 15, 16, Franklin Kudjo and Imani, they did everything possible to make sure, say, Bawumia also your economy star, or your try and tested can take over the realms of Eddie in Ghana. Your economy, BBR, Franklin Kudjo Dems all saw something in him, not knowing the guy was pretending and he was lying. At the end of the day, they still kept their professionalism. They did not even go out to campaign for the NDC. They criticized the government, they cautioned them, they were blunt. At a point, FX committee, friend Franklin Kudjo say joining omboa na dollar no, making sure say fight dollar no. Franklin Kudjo, because of patriotism, ojitumu joining ye. The little knowledge he had, he added it to it. Still, Bawumia could not save the dollar. Enti, yabana se DDP aba na Franklin Kudjo sika be 70% ashe. Na nkwasiafo Franklin Kudjo ya hunani na ni kuro before ye deny about 40,000 the right to vote and elect an MP. Now Franklin Kudjo said things have not been done well and that you people deserve to be in opposition. And then Kofi Bentil now also DDP chain no motia ni sika nyina ma na boka se Franklin muntia na nda ba sesa na ogina mo kon so a mo se Franklin Kudjo yankoku no mo bodam. So what is obi criticize aban bia busan sa dentra. Yes in some nyana nkofo betima ka kire wo. Amafo kase mo kan de how mo dem kire wo a oba say NPP they murdered a lot of Ghanaians than you think. Into what the NPP chino uni capital we busu kro bia nya 30,000 Ghana da obia start adwuma maningu da obia nya investment papa bia da obia fa ne trust and share aban bi mu da e ma ne disappointing nti wa adwene say obi tan ukuo obi tan wenton awobo obi tan eye asantini awoye obi tan NPP no obi antan party eye wo ne ye nyoma wo how you put your things in place, how you are able to benefit the people, change their lives, how positive and transparent you are, how you have been able to fulfill the promises. Inti emba krom nam krom kura jantre ni kura no o sha de bona wendi so a jantre ni kura to me pan wosia bontene na a whole government, a whole country, people putting their life investment on the line. Na nkwasiafo overnight, we have seen billionaires in Ghana. Ekufuado Ma are driving Rolls Royce in Ghana. Bedia to the basement to US. At the end of the day, Nani taking over the airport of Ghana. We start in Ghana, Ekufuado. Bedia to Gabi. We saw how they were flowing money in our faces. We saw how people were smoking cigars. We saw how people were using power, nepotism. How people were taking over government institutions. Brian the Champa wanted to buy all our hotels. We saw clear-cut disrespect for the rule of law. So people decide to speak. Now they will say the NPP. We bushing fear a new $10,000. 10,000 Ghana. Udna odi kan kwasi. Some say yentia and NDC. Ye taiwe mu and a buofunu. Abuofunu ontiasie unimunyansa. You don't know what is going on. There was an investor, they are contractors. At a point, they were paying about 2,000 workers through Momo. Now you bring e-levy. Every contractor has to pay another tax on the salary they are paying. Do you know? I know a contractor who was paying about 60 million Ghana a month just in taxes for paying his workers through Momo. We told you people, withdraw that thing. Ha contractors, hadipa, kwasiafo to send Napo, obi to send the TV. So whether we like it or not, they will pass it in 9. Now you see a real thing, your man. When I want to know radio, somebody say NPP a party. Kwasiafo ma. You know what you people did to other people in Ghana? Chairman won to me. I had a video. Alternative so kasa de se obia ya boa. Chairman won to me. Ahemfo akese, aheman ketwa. Chairman won to me was in our forests. Akonta mining. Obundu yatugu. Yete Ghana krom since say yete Ghana. No government has been bold enough to open our forests for people to go mine. Samuel Abujina for any NPP for at the document about parliament say we are insisting open the forest for party faithfuls to go and mine. Yet now Krumha, we screamed. We did everything. They told us we are mad. They are in power. They opened the forest. Chairman went to me in the group, a raw forest. They made Galamsey official. When you see Refi, Chairman went to me tonight TV, so know where you gold. And then Kwasiafo Okada Chairman went to me one sasin he didn't know that people were mining on it. Now Chairman went to me Kojina court to say Nensasine Guono, na nedia, but he didn't know they were mining on it. Now come $100 billion for assassin swan, because and why they are abua. And then who's illegal, they also say he didn't know they were mining. But anka $100 billion APO they can say we are singing say you are going to pay for that. And we sit in Ghana, ni so MPP for Jimmy for we so. Now, most of us come to me, mamo. We are going to protect this nation. We will build this nation. We will build a trust of the people. The people will start to believe in governance. The people will start to believe in their country. We will do everything possible to keep you people away from power. Abuofunu. Now we feel with the TikTok. NDC for more than about 2028 and can you never see home? My bodam near Jemu, Momefanko, and Sanko de Munkwasi Asamono. Now 2020 Jiminti, Yasako Salai, Namasabe Botu, Namasabe Bio Forest, no, Namasabe Kankwasi Asama Chess, and one and unknown party in Tiena and Kwasia for. Not Monsanko, when a Memuko body put say election ebanti, Yanto Bodemium Kwan, a form of Yamwa. Na munjina stage so kan say ye Kwame Nkrumah kwasi ampanyi no na munche say ye nya nipa mu ye nipa mo je say ejimi ohun ye be chimu say tawo mo ye be chimu. And by the time we are done with you people e be ka mo nananom mo ila me say ye ni mu wie no na ka mo nananom and they will start to learn. Yani mu wie no na ka mo nana no mo di 8 years they will the omobeti and me video bi na omoti movement TV ka say an kwase bi ade amedi chi nipa bienu am chiri o Ghana ene Kwame Nkrumah ene JJ Rollins so why lucky Kwame Nkrumah ene JJ omugya papa man tena ase ntina ka san kwa na go so mu kun papa kwasea mo mpa accountability mo mpese mo bedi mra so obi aye kwasea nti se ya mama anya de mo pa obi agimi na me nso te movement TV me hun video no ai nipa bia me pe o masema me chiri o mo kra e wo Ghana o mo bo Ghana e ya Kwame Nkrumah ene JJ Kwame Nkrumah e ya den na nipa bi ko fa obra brochireba na oba ya wa agin say me say why lucky na nko so Kwame Nkrumah so ase wo na nan kanso na nko so hyem kwasia mugin say bibia is about you people. Bibia should be about you people. Na say na grow huh. Na yantiase ena Kwame Nkrumah na monanti no hu so monka no kore Kwame Nkrumah ofi abrochire ba na okutatiru fine te se obia oyeso obeboa ne man oyeso ne mo na ebebobra man no oba Ghana na moka chere se mo agenda kwasiafo wo yuso wagimi mo yuso wagimi fo oba na ohu musu no enti na ote ne hu firi mo ho ade na Kwame Nkrumah so nipa boni ni amoba abrochire se omone ne mra Ghana meye adwuma no ade na wanka se munya nipa nti wanko. He took the initiative to come with you people because he trusted you people. Kwame Nkrumah not to UK to America go to school. He could have lived there and worked there. But you people went there telling him say you are patriot. You wanted him to come and help. ɔno mu bedru fero hu sɛ samu yɛ nkwasiafo mo kyekyere man na ma mo ho mo yɛ sepasemi nkumunya mo gye sɛ Ghana fo nyina ejimi mo na mo nim nyansa na ɔsɛ he will not support such an ideology. So Kwame Nkrumah was not a perfect human being, but one stupid thing he did not do was to line with you people to destroy this nation. And no na yɛ mo ya no kwasiafo we dwa fama mo nwan yeah, my man can't be in They may say, when it comes to politics, I have no prize. My job is simple. I will make sure we as a nation, we exhaust everything in his head. See, who say aka 1 cent to cry, you better train money in asa. And send a John Mahama ko. Any John Mahama. So dim dia ya 4 years see dia won timu nyina on exhausting nyina on using nyina media me catch no my job as a Ghanaian since I'm starting adwuma we I'll be looking for one person onim nyanse e dey politics edi manim na me de na adwene no akekere Ghana aboa ye ngirimma be dwuma dia me di no be target nyina ne say nyanse da John Mahama trim o dey politics no I was a benefit here. I was here to me scraping in African trim. Into John Mahama, over 4 years to scrape everything. Oja one thought he will have to finish it and scrape it. It's me there. They may catch John Mahama no. Me see, and the 4 years no. They want it to me now from my onye ni nyina. Musio bono. No, I say, Oja 1%, or bet na compare so be use 1% ni nyina. Enti mon kanche John Mahama so use 4 ni nyina. Until so be we 4 ni nyina, won adwiri mu nyina, we say, fine, we have exhausted everything in your head. Ade wo utima wo de chechire man ni nyina, ye nya ni nyina de aboy ho ban. Enti mon people from koda, mon bon pa John Mahama be exhausted na adwiri nyina within 4 years. Mon bon pa. Enyo obi ene ku entwi both sia ku de ti kwaje akirema enti John Mahama say some person de ti baje akirema 4 years no or make sure say the one team na pen wa exhausting nyina because so when exhaust here he will become our slave. We will decide when he has to leave power. Weja and mo amahwehwe we ache no me obi a answer make obi asem no bidin kan send warning first. Makapapa we asem on the head pastor of Divine Church Healer. The Dean Eddie Apostle Isaac Kobana Abebio. Bronyeba, this man is one greedy man. This man, nowhere should anyone see him as a pastor. Or the Divine Church Healer for Sika, we rear omusika, and what he's doing now, and I say, he's infiltrating a sorry I wo or no betoye. He needs to make sure say 5 years also be a dia sorry nim obetwe no homa obi so abedia sorry nim because na obi na wo ho ena sebio emredu ya otwe no ho na edru ne so a wedi over 5 years na wie or kobe 15 years. I sorry for no say ye uni ye bi na onyoma bi a wo ye emba bi a wo fa fo mo asori ho emba bi a oni oma wo me kyerɛkyerɛ sa nyoma ni nyina enti twon ho na wo time no kura du apart from enimguase a wo gu asori no ontwe no ho. This man is saying say onyame aka kyerɛ no say asori na nya ono na teye asori na nya ne papa dia asori na nipa ba together to form na ebedu no so a also tena so as a head pastor for 5 years etwem almost 10 years no or say asori nyankopon bi aka kyerɛ say mama ni mfiri so. This man is a thief. The Church of Pentecost in Penny 4 Echo no catch and say, sorry for no, they don't want to be chaotic. Omo pese obebe KK magana for aka say a Christopher na ende asori baako omo ye K ni K. So step down quietly. This man is saying he's not going to step down. You know the reason why? It is because we dear sorry for Nisika. It is because he has stolen from the church. And the funny thing is, the people who are in charge of administration or administrative part of the church are omo kan sika samno edi sika ni sie ni a onde omo nyina koye baako. Ena omo wie sika no until he is scared to say otwe no ho a asori for ne ba no mo ye auditor obekwa ko defiase until he say no. Or the asori sika hwe ne ma wa abrochiri. Or the asori sika isidan. Asori for no, they have warned this man say so when ya it might get to a point he might not walk home. Ya de ni funu e de beko fie. Now this man came in the name so ya sorry penyini or ya die no be share sorry nim no be di sorry nim. Your friend Isaac Kwabena or a very, very diabolic man. One of the most corrupt, dangerous, so-called men of God. Onyanya minipa. Or the divine church healer, sorry no. And a elbow chrono. We are sorry no. Into a meso between. And I think last year or this year, I warned him that your time is up. Step away. Only said the time I saw was a permanent and quickly or share court to say, I sorry for the media Samna court or bois. Because he wanted to keep the case in court and delay the process. Sanya Beya, Obedahu Aya, the leader of the church. This man is a criminal. Now, the person who is aiding him to do this criminality, Sebio, sorry for a Martin and Kwarampeni for Adiji Sika, say, Yemfa Enya sorry, Yemfa be Enchichira sorry, na Yemfa Sebio, a being boy Hobrano. Or ne Penny Bako, was or no, or say, or your hine, Papa, we, your friend, ni kote boy. Another dangerous man. Also, your hine. This is one of the most corrupt chiefs in Accra. Yes, or your hino of Anko. Only man where your friend Isaac Kwabena Dade no maka omutirabo and they are stealing from the church. This guy is not any legitimate chief on Kanokre. He is a liar. He has connived with this Mr. Dade and Asori Sikano Omweria. Now, the two of them, they have come together say they are going to make sure say Adadeno will still be leading the church, even though our sorry constitution says it clearly that Saudi Asori so 5 years you need to exit. Papa way and a share Adadiechi and a mumienu area sorry sika. I'll be to turn sase. I'll be coming to show you documents. Adadini di biako wabontini. Watu chimpina mama bekun awa sorry honi adiade. It is very disgusting. We don't normally do these things, but you see, so be in a kume so obesum ne nyankopon. Na se sebio ebinti odonho beka ekuobi ho or he becomes part of a church. What we don't like is people taking advantage of such people. Because enya onyankopon di mu a anka sa papa we also your hene oni adade no anka mun tumi back together to dupe these people. Anything religion no de am yan say onya akoma pasa okodi asori bi echi ana okoka ekuobi ho akosom na nipa bi out of greed, out of wickedness, out of selfishness, any corruption, they want to take advantage of such people. And that is what this man, Nidin Edi Ni Kote boy, the profile bedroom, another dangerous, diabolic man. As soon as I'm going to be dying, I'm going to be at a ton sorry. And I'm going to expose these two men to the core. For Ghanaians, in fact, some of them are going to end up in jail. This man, on your hand, papa, on Kanokre, or your Kronfo, or say, or your hini ewo fanko, or bois. I sorry, Munino Mutino Murieska, and I will expose this man, and I will expose his counterpart, a yet Adade, this man. These are the two men, Papa we, Onesa Ni Kote Boy the second. And that Ni Kote Boy the second, or she said, me your hinechi, and Odi Dinkwasi, some of Fanko. And all the sorry, no more di bokrono. In fact, when I show you documents, Sika omodi asori sika omoria di omodi aya, you'll be shocked. But I just want to send this message to them. This time is not going to be nice again. Because I think I came some time back to tell you people to advise yourselves. But now, no, we have been able to gather enough to prove to Ghana for say, you, this man, at the day, you are a criminal. You are not supposed to lead that church. You are done. Jai asori to war. And let the church be the church. Untumi can't just onyankopon be said, the asori so still. abra ye to aba ma obedi enim onyankopon na oma wa idea ma wo wie sika no fa saa sika no kote asori fa saa sika no ekote asori na fa ko onyankopon ko fa ne nkofo kom. But this church, a divine church healer, you are not supposed to lead them because of your character and your dubious, selfish, corrupt character. I'll come back to this matter. I just wanted him to know, say, I am ready and I'm going to come in. Now, this is also another interesting thing I also Ghana for you. President Mahama to receive final Constitutional Review Committee report on December 22nd. And I don't even want to Monkanje Coleman said man text me. Coleman, me show. Robert Coleman. Robert text me guy say me tea near we for tea. We tea. Presec we tea. It's one day na I crack off one year. My start show me near break me Ghana honsam. I am building, I am helping, I am educating. Or no Coleman no kwa crack academy. Na me num tea no. Or no text me wash say tea no. We tea. Presec we tea. Me kwa crack for some pet no biti baby say Kevin. I don't know say tea crack for. I don't know crack for one what in kwasima ka kire me. What in kwasima Coleman obi na no e ka kire me. Say ye call heaven a. Onim say heaven ye nyina atentin for any atietia for ye mix ye. Some nim say atietia for be on line and or left atietia for no. Ekufuado Coleman tanko for mu nyina on line kiti omo echiri because e ho no ya shada ye table bi o megina so. Intufa Michael Quay, Coleman, Ekufuado, short for be near Sanko for no your table because we do have a net ye be judge ya. Ye ni attention for no, ye need table ye jina hot because ye height no. Me saying they will be to say JM omwa will be to say a ye Kofi Annan Kwame Nkrumah mo height for no ye nyina be jina ye jina ye na so. But oba Koma mo side na sa height no mo nyina be table mo jina so Ekufuado Coleman Frank Amankwa sorry hey why Stephen Odro I omo nyina be table am Koma mo ne ade be table heaven ye the heaven create ba be so no be jina so ansa na Nyankopon hu omo enti Coleman say upon a sorrow ko nyina no judgment day no e che ogina table so nyame hu no say ba ku die na montwe mo ho na so God I'm here say it is cool ade ke ba wadam enti Coleman mo de enti Accra Academy for asem bana me ka mo se be bo kwata sam gwa no mo de o me mfi no ma me nyam show don't mind Coleman oye show we bonsam ma mo mfi no oye show bonsam now. President Mahama to receive final Constitutional Review Committee report on December 22nd. Now, this is a very important year. Asema, I was a Ghana for yina yamadi yenikoho. Yeah, on say at Ghana sisia for almost a year. Yet see a whole committee say Ghana ni bia wo Ghana bia o adwenkyere efa constitution na ebo Ghana ho bra no. Bibia ohwa wa adwene etochema wo ho. Anase onti asie ye. Nyoma bia wo hu ni se e wo se ye ni sei na ye wo constitution no enye. Nyoma bia opese ye free constitution nim. Ene nyoma bia opese ye de ka constitution ho no. Ye de committee tina wo se Ghana fo nko ho. Obi a ye Ghana ni bia o ye CPP ni o ye NPP ni o ye NDC ni o ye Ghana ni nko ade wo betumi akọ committee no ho wa kyerọ wa no ase anase opese wo ankasa de wenim ko a mo ye group mo ye den ekuo for a whole year. Committee we tenase etwen Ghana for say constitution na a few years ago na nyina eti Ghana ka say we need to amend the constitution, we need to touch the constitution because say time Ekufuado power sibi amanfo hu the way power was being abused, the way another Danko Ekufuado was taking advantage of a power na the man no. A lot of people were making arguments to say we need to amend the constitution. We need to amend the constitution. We need to make sure some things in the constitution no you say ya tenetene no. Professor Evans Fifi Atamils, may he so rest in peace, and a started a constitutional review. Professor Mills and to me and John Mahama Baye. John Mahama Baye went to me. Nana the Danko Ekufuado bedru ye wan fa ne nsanka wan nya hwe eno an so kan ho asem na uja to ho. John Mahama by no say a lot of Ghanaians have raised issues about the constitution, and he believes say ebeye say nyina as Ghanaians we will pay attention and also contribute to the amendment of the constitution, whether ye be kan and as ye be from. Let's all review the constitution. We did not even put age limit on it. Yes, so you Ghana ni nkwana say Osha constitution na say be nkoye na opese ye ni ye be part of the conversation. There's a reason why I'm taking my time to explain this. So Mahama about power 1 year ni a committee was put together. It was officially announced on TV, on radio. Yak di hun komo nyina obebi ama Mahama share boss so be the president. The first thing obey say constitution na nipa bebre eti TV so the radio so allo lawyers omne na nam Ghana. Eye lawyers amon shada enter to go omne nam Ghana omunimu mbra nyina no. Jo Mahama say obe the president obebi constitution na yenhwem. De wadwene ya wo say obo enjo so a enkoye no yenyina yentwero ho asem yenko kire adwene na ye wi a ye di ho dwuma for a year. This constitutional review committee omotena ase etwen Ghana for morning ekosi evening. Dwuma kro also mukodi no omendi. They always waited for Ghanaians to come and tell them say constitution no we woma meninje ho anke betuma sesem a sa word we de e ma nipa bi kura nya tumi dodo e bia tumi e de ma nipa we no ano e den ye tena Ghana 1 year ya tena Ghana constitution na e betuma decide who becomes president. Constitution e betuma decide how parliament will work. Constitution e betuma decide how our judiciary will work effectively. Constitution na ebetime decide say obi be the president ne term near 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Constitution ebetime decide say so obi di 1 term na so we ndi antoa so 2 terms sa nipa no say kwan be dem ebia obetime di bia toa so anase ontumi sa constitution decide no ye ma won kwan say yenko ne yenko kire ya adwene. This is the constitution that can decide that. It is sa constitution when ko betima kire say chief justice sebio or chief justice normal ba ku mienu men sebio oye na enya o se yi no constitution betima kire. Sa same constitution betima kire say president bi o odi na aban so wie na yetu na okotene fia how many years na o se man say be prosecuted na say to be prosecuted a constitution we betima kire. John Mahama ne ndc bie to was say yen kire ya adwene yen ko constitution enim na yen ko ka. This same constitution betima kire says sebio so be the president 4 years. Na embre bedem na osabe di president 4 years and a consecutive and I say a chese sa di betuma say di bia ka ho constitution ma ho kwan say nipa ndi bi nka ho ye bia constitution to say Ghana fo nyina NPP for CPP obia nko no ko kire na adwene na yan kire nyomem na yan review constitution no 1 year. Enkwasiafo we tena social media indwan we tena Peace FM, OK FM, Adom FM, and Kwasiafo your press conference. Instead of them to pay attention to what is important, majority of these fools who will be screaming tomorrow, they not pay attention to the Constitutional Review Committee. Eti samemi ya Ghana ni na ye be a committee report committee ni so omu review constitution and I say me Dojo Mahama ena me koye ena me fa nipa 50 di mechi ena ye nyina ko na say woni bibi ye huni say John Mahama amemo no obo sebio ye ni gi ho ewom say also be the president 4 years and a maximum 8 years 2 terms na ya dwere say ye ma John Mahama nko bi constitution dey na kire ye huni say constitution dey kan ye dey empene so ye besan ke ye ni say na constitutional review committee for etie no ma hwese nyanse o ma na say nyanse nim na another course was aba. Sometime nyina na wote Movement TV na wujimi. Sometime nyina wote Adom FM na wujimi. Wote Insha FM na wujimi. Sometime nyina na wakotena sempa na wukikemu. Na committee no ete ho anopa ewia enwumbre se bra na be kire adekudie ntia se Kevin Taylor na be kan say yenyema no na ohuni say yenye ni say adekudie ntia enisa ye ya odo kwase ati radio so te party headquarters kem and the committee na omo review constitution no omo wi omo dwuma omo to gate nim kekra na Constitution Review Committee no omo tena ase no omo tie obiara no mo so ehwe constitution nim de also omo dane no de also omo ye ne because Ghana for na constitution ye omo dia de Ghana for hu ne se eye a omo pɛ no dodo no pɛ no anyansa wo no ene na review committee no ebehwe ini sa de we ochena ade ebechi na Constitutional Review Committee no report ne kire se e wo se oba ne oba ware o Ghana. Why na wo Ghana obetumi akontokwa because at the end of the day ye beji atum. So ochina sa Constitutional Review Committee we kodu Mahama ho na report ne kire se John Mahama sebio and the Ghana no obi eto wi a obetumi de akwa ko national television anu wi o TV so edi se ye chi no. Why na ene John Mahama ne constitution e kokon. Won say mumu dodo no magimi na mudi NPP echi. Adia we ye pa mo chew Constitutional Review Committee wo ho Constitutional Review Committee wo ho bonfa ma asem nkoto omanim. There were some people who were very, very serious. They want something done into omokoye. Committee ni su tie omo. Committee ni je report. Committee ni chire adwene. Committee ni je obi adwene no mo so chire omadwene no mo hwehwe nsemu. Committee na your report na wie. We a constitutional review. Also tia say sa review o ma ye we o come president. Na president so e boss ko parliament. Na ye gituma asa bibie ni wa obetuma ye. Na bibusa o ade na ha wo no utumi ko ka kire committee no. Ade na ha wo no. Say o pese OSP tina office. Obian to me fan sanka OSP office. OSP to me independent for 30 years no. Ade na ha wo no o ko ka kire committee ni say constitutional emma embo OSP who buying for 20 years will be to influence oko kan ye because ni enjiska o party form penifo na mudi wenim na omo ka se ende de obi ebu mmra kom no ye ma omo akwanya se omo nko na omo nko kire omo adwene na omo me anhwehwe constitution ni ye ndese desem na nyoma ye ntenten sa o party executives no why ne call ye ko kire na no asem ko ka se we ni ye pese eye de sei o party penifo no bi ye bibi sa we dear mo Jimmy o NPP for and na mudi nwan we echi and na make catch am say learn, follow the principle, the constitution, the rules. Amebo is simple obi antumi sisi wo Ghana wo se wodi mmra ne so a se wa anya kwase am obi a obi antumi sisi wo enti ye bie ade we for 1 year obi anko omo ehi omo no mo koye omo muhi omo koye so mo kan wasem no nipa etie ema ya hwehwe mu yemu se we de anye enti ochina if tomorrow you could be a constitution na ya gitum na ya ka se president fufuro bi obeba bia no obetume the president 10 years are you going to fight why na one kokontokwa are you going to fight the constitution? Are you going to fight the constitution? Ebia kobiema na efra bibi electoral college bom yesi no na esi ebeji atum. Are you going to blame the constitution? Ebia review omo ye no ebe kire say wa obe wini highest number of regions no we win Ghana elections. Are you going to fight? Did you go there to tell them you don't want that and that will not help? Ebia minuti ebia review we mu no obi go ka say committee we there constitution no the person kamuye bibi there was 16 regions you say esia no abana yeto no party bi wini so many regions are automatically also wini power and found number no dey say na pe uko kan wo counter argument say o mpene na ogidi say uko kan ye wanko inti ebiem na constitution ye gitum say and dey kwato about china na say wo be wini a regions dodo no we wini elections are only wine na ekokon ayila lao mweni abre na mudi kojo opon kroma ohwe ponu abeke kankwasi asem Jaxalansa obolekin na kojo opon kroma hwe Jaxalansa obolekin na kojo opon kroma hwe otumi hwe from 4:30 na nanikum afi na okoda ahomache Jaxalansa oyini rasta gunche na obolekin What dear? I didn't hear the sisters. Hey, one a friend phone, maybe I'm friend phone spam. I didn't hear the sisters. I know. Jack Salansa. Jack Salansa, ball licking, could you punk Kuma Salansa? And I'm able to say, Cesiano, you better constitution near you to me. We are their own panel, a better now to say testicles. They are winning you, hono, and then a better now so, a better now so to say testicles. Into the be a catcher must say, Bibi ba, Mamma Gidi, Mamma Margin Brefi, Namuntia, the Echo, Namundim Rasso. Into a chino, you could be a constitution. Now review it just say. So be the president ende. Na sebio odi 4 years. Na 8 years be dan finfin. Na osabedi na constitution kire say enya consecutive nti nipa no be say dibioma one hwan na ekoko ye bie constitution to wo say brane andwendwene ho ne enda ne dan nyoma ne entene okoye. Ojin say eyedede ene TikTok so kasa na jimi ene de kekere man. Wama weni an na ho. Na mumpenifo mu di monim enim nyansa momoni anda ho a weni bete no na wo yakwa. Inti kwam yogurt ka kire mo be man kofo bi atena mo so se testicles. Kwam yogurt no I am fine rapper Mr. Panasempa, another good wonderful rapper. I and on you sika already or kire west kwam yogurt no I wababedu. Inti this review committee no ma ye adwuma na wie yatum into ochina say the president receive near the parliament na parliament so estamp so a enu ano no ohini bie ni Ghana obetuma sesa no ewi bie ni Ghana obetuma sesa no. No political party can change what is in the constitution. Into you people memo obi an sorry metina radio sin kasa me na me call law school ha, you know me and the legal terms and we don't agree kwasia ye ka se ko ne ko kire wa adwene okoye. Sorry. You can't say kwana ko kire wa adwene no okoye. Wanko. Now way now to TikTok.
Officer amom ye abadwuma o makatwa mo kase yentum na mpanifo ni bi akohia mo kwetena ho a o mo nkasa yesi atum 5%. Amo members yempe o ye ne mpanifo yakoka yaka no atum. O kase sa no ma no next year Ghana for be din sa. And NDC may at least o mo nim issues no me do manim 2026 ah. Kade o sit up no say o metra se patapasem ye bet.
You see where that's where the problem is. We are very general secretary, we are general secretary, general secretary, general secretary. Now, the question here is, partner omudi enim no focus na wahin. What are they? Ade chia Mahama beko tetem. Ade chia yempese we ebedi president. Ade chia abani to cementim. Ade chia abani entua MMCs ka. Edian na party ne pe. In this country, Ghana, obiye ni wo betima mo obiye di president, a constitution nkwa be decide who becomes president. It is only the constitution that decides. The constitution eka say yen twaba. The constitution eka say abana yekoto no nipa trepe na wo say to nipa trepe na beto. Inti your focus should be on the constitution. But where is their focus today? Here Pentium 2. Unim cement bo. When the market boy, and now just on one out to Ghana. You are not the only person living in Ghana. In some occasion, Ghana for Ghana, in Kenya, the Enutiantuma Bawumia. And into the other kind of Honor Chess, Enutiantuma Bawumia. It's Bawumia Bano Beding. Obetuanes for Yinaka. Bawumia Bano Beding. Now, work as organ in our Tomu boom. Now, Bawumia Bano Beding. Not electricity to do some babium. You would do some time. Na Bawumia ba na obeden inti enya den ti de okanya yenjai mama yentuma ndis yentuma Bawumia yentuma NPP na mo be den oba beti petrol so oba beti utility bills so na utility bills yi enya wona odiko si awawa say every 3 months bia for the next 12 years. That is how it's supposed to be. Omwejimi, the party is done. The leadership of the party are foolish. They are misleading the followers of the party. In the government radio so can we nyina no general kwasatri. General yakwasia, General Secretary nanti ye sorry ani ayeden yanko to abama NPP meye den na oje say wo sorry be gina radio so ka say John Mahama person ko tetem no na Ghana for atwetu esi kuruma na ye bie constitution to wasem kwase afo mo mbra mekire mo adwene mo abandon sa committee no go and also share your opinion. Go and tell the committee this is what we also want. You did not go. And now what you somebody be too comforting Mahama tetem. Now who decide say obi be ko tetem or so ko tetem? Say obi be to me the 3 terms of Ghana politics more a constitution be decided. Now constitution the 2 way ka say bra. Na be kire wadwene no koye. NPP before saying the koye. NPP for saying the koye. You people are foolish. You people are very foolish. Now, party mutim for a whole year, you have not been able to send out one single message in your party. And the Ghana for say, this is our direction. The party has no focus, no direction. But I want to tell you people something. We should not underestimate the work now. Sa Constitution Review Committee we you know. One of the best jobs I am who Republic of Ghana e be no my tedious. We need to congratulate them. And whatever work they have done, they love Ghana more than you. We are all going to accept what is in this review. We are going to make sure Constitution ya sekre mu di bia kan ho yi bia frim no ye nyina ye be di so. Have you taken your time to ask yourself what is in there? Did you go there to tell them what you want happen? You want to be changed in the Constitution? No. Did your General Secretary go there? No. Did your stupid flag bearers, any of the Sankwas, go there? No. Do you even have a party chairman? No. Does Salah Cow understand this process? No. Does Salah Mustafa Jimmy that the party leadership is stupid? Then you bring it down to the so-called delegates. Did you people take this serious? Did you go there to share your opinion? Se bibi kosuna enya anka ade wo yanke siye pandaya amosomonti asiye anka even a day or 2 ago pandaya some we start here e yakobe 2 to 3 weeks. That time na committee wait to hold time. You should have gone there or could have gone there to tell them, say, this nature, we don't want something like this to happen in the future. Into this one, this our grievance. Anka committee ni beji. Mwejimi. The people will decide. Let me tell you, the Constitution is the embodiment. Eye nipa na ewo kromo no, ye nyina adwene ne akabom na dia Constitution. Group of people be to me deciding my Constitution. Eye nipa no ye ne be decide. And when the Constitution says A, we will all go A. And when the Constitution says B, and in end there, Ghana Constitution say only the High Court and able to be declare seat vacant. That is why we are all following the High Court order. It is only when an injunction is placed on an election and a side election into me. So anything apart from that, the Constitution says the High Court, when it declares a seat vacant, and Parliament basically receives that note and endorses it, the rerun needs to go on. That's finality, finito. It Most ankwara na Mudi NPP chi ya 2001, 1993, 1994. When you know 27 years, 26 years. Most ankwara no. So muni munyansa pa nka mbetena se busa mo say na party edi echire. Nyansani be pa na wo party. The party you people are following as NPP. There's no chairman. Muni chairman. Penyini otifia samba. Obaka say chairman is onye biem party. A political party. Chairman to be sorry no catch him say mejai minye biem. A party. Na Ghana for time to me man kwasi 47.